It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Guru Prasad. Mr. Prasad is the Assistant Vice President and Head of Industry at Robotics and Discrete at ABB India and bears professional experience of around 2 decades. Mr. Prasad heads the industry divisions, overseeing a wide-ranging ecosystem of organizations operating within general engineering, FMCG, F&B, pharma, logistics, restaurants, retail, healthcare, and electronics manufacturing sectors. With a background in mechanical engineering, Mr. Prasad has held various key leadership roles with ABB India's robotics business over a decade. Today, we are honored to have Mr. Prasad as our guest speaker, and he will talk about value chain automation for pharma manufacturing, pick, pack, and palletizing. So, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Prasad.
So at ABB, what we would like to present here is broadly on three topics. I have about 10 minutes of time. So first, I'll speak about the mega trends which are driving the industry. Here, I'll speak broadly about F&B, FMCG, and pharma, even though this event is specifically to pharma. But these three industries share a lot of things in common, whether it is in terms of high volume, low mix kind of a production or high mix, low volume kind of a production. Both these cases are present here. And the hygiene requirements, even though it's very high in pharma, some parts of F&B and FMCG follow very high volume, even clean room kind of production, especially the F&B and FMCG companies who are supplying to customers or clients who are in baby care or baby food, etc. And then we'll speak a little bit about what do we mean by value steps, how we are more than a robot manufacturer. And then with the help of a few use cases, I will try and go through about the topic on which I'm speaking today, which is value chain automation for pick, pack, and palletizing. Before going ahead, a few disclaimers. Since I'm from a company who prima facie is into robotics and manufacturing automation, please allow me to use a few videos to explain whatever I speak rather than the slides. I hope it will be interesting for you. And second, some of these videos may not be professionally shot, so it will have some sound issues or maybe not really great sound background, so excuse me for that. Speaking about the megatrends, any given industry is going through these megatrends quite naturally because we are quite an evolving population in the global village. So each of us would like to have something of their own as customized. So this is leading to hyper customization, or some people call it as that size one. And there is a steady and clear increase of e-commerce and direct to consumer. This is applicable for pharma also. The likes of Tata MNMG are really setting the trend in this direction. And of course, labor shortage, sustainability, health, and hygiene cannot be overemphasized. These are basic trends which are driving any given industry, and pharma, food, and FMCG is no exception on this. And when we add the key trends or key mega trends with the customer needs, which are simply put into these four terminologies of productivity, cost savings, flexibility, and simplicity. So we believe we as ABB, especially the robotics side, have a solution for all these mega trends and customer needs put together. How? We will look at it in the next few slides. And before going ahead with this, the key topic, which is pick, pack, and palletize, the sectors or the segments which we cater to from the consumer industry side. On the manufacturing side of the industry, we look at automating our customers' secondary, primary, and tertiary packaging activities in food and beverage, consumer packaged goods, and pharmaceuticals. And on the service robotics side, which is basically the customer-facing side or the consumer-facing side, I would say, we automate various applications in restaurants. Cloud kitchen being a very good example. Retail last-minute delivery or last-mile delivery or delivery kiosks, for example. Then healthcare. Nowadays, the simple activity of conducting a blood test is also being automated in some of the developed part of the world. Soon it is going to come into developing countries like us. And what connects these two is logistics, whether it is logistics related to e-commerce or third-party logistics or even post and parcel. Lots of scope for automation, lots of applications to be automated. I think the rest of the panel speakers today will also speak about the importance of logistics. And when we speak about factory, as I was mentioning earlier, we automate everything from handling the naked products to putting these products into flow wrapped pouches, and then putting these pouches into carton boxes, and putting these carton boxes into big shippers, and palleting these shippers onto pallets, and taking these pallets and giving it to an ASRS, retrieving these pallets, and then once again redistributing the contents of the pallet in terms of truck loading, or when it comes to the consumer side, even the logistics part in terms of distribution centers, fulfillment centers, lots of things we automate in the complete value chain of consumer products, which includes the pharmaceuticals also. How we do it is summarized in the form of a slide here. So basically, we are a robot manufacturer, but we are more than a robot manufacturer also. What do we mean by that is robots and its peripherals, whether it is robots or its associated hardware in terms of AMRs or AGVs, and associated software is what we manufacture from our factories. And when it comes to countries like India or any other large ecosystem which we have, we add more value to the products which we manufacture, and we manufacture something called as application cells or modular cells. In pharma, for example, the carton packing solution can be manufactured as a modular cell, and then we add a little more value and we offer turnkey solutions. So this pyramid from bottom to top is basically about value addition, and the parallelograms on the left and right is basically about how we manage the full value added solutions with our customers. On the right side, we have developed the digital ecosystem, whether it is the simulation softwares or software required for gathering data and making sense of data, or on to the left hand side, whether it is about the predictive maintenance or proactive maintenance, or even complete delivery platforms in terms of virtual commissioning, etc., is what we do onto the ABB Care side. And of course, we are not only a manufacturer of robots in terms of products. With the help of B&R, which is a group company, we provide the complete automation ecosystem when it comes to the PLCs or industrial PCs or SCADAs, etc., etc. Now, with the help of a few use cases, I'll just drive through the topic of the day. This is a specific use case which can be applicable for food, FMCG, or pharma. In typical use cases like this, you have multiple conveyors. In one conveyor, either a naked product is coming or a flow wrap product is coming. And these could be very odd shapes, like a pizza dough, for example, or a chocolate cake, or anything you can imagine which has a very odd shape. And this could be a hard profile, like a typical Cadbury, or a very soft profile, like a cheesecake, for example. And this involves tracking multiple conveyors. And why tracking multiple conveyors? Because all these conveyors are running at different speeds, and from picking up from one conveyor and placing it onto another conveyor with the help of an industrial robot, and doing this at very high speeds. What do we mean by very high speeds? It is written on the business case here, moving products in 100 picks per minute to up to 400 picks per minute. And other parts of the business cases for which we do this kinds of automation in food, FMCG, and pharma is improving the hygiene index, manless operation, improving the traceability with the help of vision system and with the help of various other scanning solutions like barcode scanners and QR code scanners. We improve the traceability of the product, and including possible detection of quality defects. I would say even to the extent of presence of a very small foreign particle like human hair, we are able to do that. And of course, with doing all this, if you remember the megatrend slide, we provide an experience of customized packaging, or batch one or batch size one kind of a production. Sorry about the sound, as I mentioned in the disclaimer earlier. In this particular video, what we are trying to do is, here, as I was mentioning in the slide before, we are tracking two conveyors, and we have products coming from one conveyor. In this case, is a sanitizer bottle. We are picking it up. How we are picking it up is we have a vision system here, which is providing me a pick point, and the same vision system can be used for analyzing quality defects, and the same vision system can be used for even checking of foreign particles. And using this vision system and tracking this conveyor, I'm able to pick up this product in a horizontal orientation and place it into vertical orientation into something called as a puck. The bottle in the puck is stabilized later, half of the conveyor, and then it is going into the filling area. So this is a typical example of picking and packing automation. Another typical example of an automation which covers the entire spectrum of picking, packing, and palletizing is shown in this video. Here, of course, we have to integrate with various customer equipment, customers' conveyors, customers' equipment related to primary packaging and secondary packaging, filling the products into monocartons and then the monocartons into shippers. And of course, this being a low-speed line, we are utilizing an industrial robot to erect the carton also, rather than using an dedicated carton erecting machine. And of course, the same robot which is erecting the carton is being utilized for palletizing the fully filled pallets also. And of course, we have the AMRs to ship out the fully filled pallets within the factory shop floor. This is as far as the industry side is concerned, or on the manufacturing shop floor side is concerned. Then, if you look at the trends of the future, so if we speak about the trends of the future, the robots are entering into various kinds of testing applications. Whether it is automating sample testing in a typical diagnostic laboratory, or it is automating drug testing, which requires hours and hours of permutations and combinations in a company which is involved into drug discovery, or testing of highly contagious samples. For example, in the right-hand side, you are seeing a couple of robots doing sample testing of COVID throat swabs. Yeah. Then moving into the next level of automation when it comes to drug delivery or delivering prescription drugs with zero mistake is a solution where you have robots surrounded with racks, and all these robots are communicating with custom built software which understands the prescription from a doctor and then delivers it according to the prescription into the customer side of the pharmacy. So with this, I hope I could give you some clarity onto the automation trends in pharma in terms of pick, pack, palletizing, and some futuristic trends.